Hey, Tids, welcome on in. Give me a second. There we go. Congratulations, Tidders, being officially the fastest thing alive, climbing first in the stream for today. Hello, Hans, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Oh, that one's still wet. That's a shame. I'm going to show off something cool before we start the stream today. Well, we've already started the stream, but you know what I mean. Okay, no, that one's knackered. So I spent a little bit of time over lunch cleaning my paintbrushes. Hey, Cyborg. Hey, Prime B. Welcome on in.
HeroQuest is the best game ever made, and anyone who says otherwise
doing
is
well?
wrong. Oh no, Mormons!
You say you wouldn't be proud about coming first, Cyborg. Does it really matter if you come first, as long as everybody has a good time? Someone's got to do it. Oh. Can't reach my pot of paintbrushes. There we go. Just gonna do some reorganising. I finished work a little bit late, as you may have guessed from the fact that I am still fucking about with stuff. Let's do this screen. So, Porthos has decided to sit next to me instead of, like, you know, on his bed.
The bar
So
of the
that's helpful.
thirsty horseman.
Oh,
Can I go in there?
every time.
No, don't have.
Every time I forget about the clip rotator. I need to fix that. Hello, Cypher. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well today. Had a fall when walking home with groceries. Left knee and foot hurts. Oh, Hans. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon, and I hope there's been no lasting damage. So, I tidied up my paintbrushes today because I now have more paintbrushes. My gran gave my mum some money to give me for a Christmas present when my mum came to visit last week. And I used the lovely Christmas money from my gran to buy some more paintbrushes. Some cheap Kolinsky brushes. Oh, hello, Adam. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. And a paint puck. This is a very fancy looking water pot. It's got little, like, strainer type thingies on the inside of the rim that you can use to sort of reshape your brushes and strain any excess water out of them after you've rinsed them. And it's got little hooks on the outside so you can put them there to drip dry. So I, over my lunch break, sat here with my paint puck and all of my brushes, and I went through the ones that were beyond saving, got all the rest of them, and gave them a quick wash and then put them to dry on the edge of the paint puck, and I really like it. I am going to have to reorganise stuff here at some point. I've just thrown paint on the floor. It's okay, the lid's on. I'm going to put my water over there. I am not feeling very well today, just to warn you lovely folks. So I don't know how long the stream's going to be. And I don't know how, like, energetic I'm going to be. I think the answer to the latter one there is not very. But yeah, so we're gonna work on the lovely lady. Just gonna check, is the stream information up to date? Are we streaming art? Because I have updated it in 2 different places just to make sure that it updated. And I know I had to do it in a 3rd place last time. Good. Thank you for confirming that, Tids. Hello, Putlord, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Category and title are correct. Good, good. I hope you like the title I went for today. I thought it was funny, but then again, my sense of humour's terrible, so maybe it's not. So we're gonna carry on painting the flesh tones today. That may be all I end up doing. So as a reminder, we've got Dryad Bark, which is a Citadel paint, as our base colour for her skin. And then we've got some Doombull Brown as the sort of more ruddy tone. But I put way too much Paintbook's paying for itself already. I put way too much of the Doombull in my mix last time. And spent ages trying to get it back to a sort of suitable level. This is really heavily watered down. I may have watered it down a little too much. We're not painting this one because that's going to be a sock. It's a stocking. What we'll probably end up doing is adding some shadow back in with just the base colour in a minute. Yeah, I'm going to do it now actually. And then what I'll do later is we'll get a little bit of black mixed in with that to do some real deep shadows where she's got like folds. So here in the crook of her knee, is that the right word? Not respectfully looking. Well, I'm glad you're appreciating her and her very nice bottom, because she has a very nice bottom. Even I can appreciate that. Speaking of very nice bottoms, you don't want to know what the percussionist uses. I suspect it's a very nice bottom. Thank you very much, Podlord. She has only just begun to be painted in the grand scheme of things. She's going to take me a while. It always takes me ages to do skin tones. Because the thing about skin and about people in general is that they're not one consistent colour all over. And if you just paint them one flat colour, then they look a bit plasticky. And, you know, no two people are exactly alike. Even twins, identical twins, will have certain little differences. I think we need to put a good amount of this sort of mid-tone on her boobs, don't we? That's it, everybody. We're at the booba portion already. For those of you that are interested in her magical mommy milkers, here they are in all their glory. And I'm going to do my utmost to make them look nice. And I'm aware I sort of went nice there. It wasn't intentional. I'm going to try and do a good paint job on them. What a low opinion you have of us. Realistic, but low. Hey, I wouldn't have you folks any other way, you thirsty fuckers.
You filthy animals.
I'm actually gonna get a little bit more of the Doom Bull. And do like a tiny little bit of a highlight there. I don't know, with some hard work we can definitely make it lower. I'm not sure you'd have to work that hard at all. Okay, we're going back to her arms for a bit now. Sorry, folks. I'll let you know the second we're back onto our assets. Someone's feeling cheery today. Can't find anything that actually plays what I'm looking for. Just plays something else. What are you after, Hans? I'll help you find it, if it's available. So I can't see that you've redeemed anything, so... No worries, Cyborg. Enjoy your time in the Lurkers Lounge, and thank you for popping in today. Hey, Mech Frog. I'm glad you're enjoying the music. Welcome in. How the fuck is Uber sending me a message? I haven't used them in over a year. Side boob. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of side boob. Not a lot, but a little. Okay. So I think we're in a good position now to start putting some of the dryad bark back in. Not all over, just little bits here and there. And I've just watered down the dryad bark I've got on my palette a little bit more. I think I still had some Doom Ball on my brush, but it's okay. Oops, a bit too much there. Didn't want to do that. Hello, Limguini, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Everybody, Limguini is a fellow member of the Clock Tower, class of 2023. On that note, actually, for those that haven't seen the announcement on Discord and on my Twitter, I was accepted into the Clock Tower, which is a stream team. It's a global stream team of horror appreciators. Very lovely folks. We've got a couple of members of the team who are semi-regular members of this community as well. Yeah, a wonderful bunch of people. Amazing breadth and depth of interests and styles of streaming covered by them as well. So there's lots to love there. And thank you very much, Linguini. I have been painting minis for a little over a decade now. I find it very relaxing. I'm not very good at it, but that's okay. I enjoy it, and that's the important thing. And I especially love painting stuff from the Kingdom Death range, because it's a little bit more dark, a little bit more macabre, and sometimes, like with our lovely witch disciple here, a little bit more sexy than the things you would normally see being painted. And she's very pretty. I like her very much. She is my favourite pin-up that they've done. Just bringing some of that Doom Ball back in, because I've gotten rid of a little bit too much of it. That's better. I want her to have a fairly inconsistent skin tone on purpose. Because like I was saying earlier, nobody's skin tone is perfectly the same colour all over. And I think it makes her look a little bit more real, a little more believable, if she's got these sort of variations. In fact, to an extent, it almost looks like she's got some stretch marks going on, which I'm A-okay with. She's got some chunky thighs on her. And as a fellow thick-thighed person, it's a thing that happens. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. We love the thick thighs here, yes we do. I think I already said hello to you, Prime B, but in case I didn't, hello, Prime B. Oh, Hex Girls. I think there's only one Hex... No, there's definitely more than one Hex Girls track on Spotify, because I've listened to them before. Hang on. I have added a version of Hex Girls to the queue. It's not the original version, but finding the original version is nigh on impossible because it was never actually released. But it should be at least the right tune. And hello, Bort, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today, mate. I just joined to see that pose. Yes, she's to be honest with you, I quite like her pose for what she's doing. She is playing video games, and she's leaning on her beanbag while she plays video games. The TV goes here, and the games console goes there. They're separate pieces that haven't been painted yet. But this is a very I am just having a lazy day playing video games kind of pose, as far as I'm concerned. It's a pose I have taken up on the couch on a number of occasions. Usually with slightly more clothes on, though. Makes more sense in the chair, yeah. But I'm not painting the chair at the moment, and I'm just trying to get all of her skin sorted before I put her down. It's warm for her. Yeah, exactly. Like, when I said usually with more clothing, it's like shorts and a vest, because that's what I'm comfortable in. But this is a very playing video games in the summer and just melting into your seat kind of pose, in my opinion. It's a very believable pose. Okay, I've missed some of her arm. Also, if folks want to put more tattoo in, by all means do. I love tattoo. I think they're a fantastic duo. I was obsessed with them when I was a teenager. Before I realised I was queer. Wondering if that's sort of a rite of passage. Not long before I realised I was queer, to be fair. Okay. I remember during the LimeWire days managing to get a copy of their album in Russian. So I had the English version and the Russian version. I used to listen to the Russian version more. Just really liked it. Okay. There are many gateway queer things. There are. Like, liking tattoo doesn't necessarily mean that you're queer, but I think it's one of those things where a lot of queer folks can probably, from my sort of age bracket, can probably relate to the idea of really, really liking a band that had like specific, very clear specific leanings, and just being like, oh no, I just really like the music, and then being like, okay, maybe I like the rest of it too. I read it for the articles, you know? Okay, we're back to the boobs. It's titty time. Right. Where do we want these highlights in? I think we want them here.
Excellent!
Can't really air guitar when I'm holding a miniature, but I hope the one-handed air guitar was suitable. There we go. Put a little bit too much on her. Someone clip it's titty time. I mean, if you want to clip it, by all means. It's just increasing the percentage of thirsty clips I have. Like, I was going to make myself a channel trailer, and I realised most of the clips that I have that are good quality audio and from more recent streams with the new branding are of me saying something that out of context sounds really fucking horny. I don't think it really covers what the channel is about properly. I mean, you folks are thirsty and, you know, I'm fine with that. I love and accept you as you are, but there is more to this channel than just thirst. Okay, so I'm putting the base colour on for her one Trans Pride stocking. I hate painting white, it always goes on weird. This is one of the better white paints I've had. Yeah, because tan is never like that in context. Ah, no, I am. I am like that in context. I do make those jokes in context, but I don't mean them. I am more than happy and capable of making a dirty joke. But, I'm not exactly a horny person. I'm not horny on main. My clips make me look horny on main, though. I decided to give one of my new brushes a go. This is a budget Kolinsky sable brush. And this one's actually a bit dodgy, so I might have to send them a message, because look, I've got a... Nope. There we go. Rogue hair. Rogue bristle. So that's not going to be very helpful. Give it a clean. I'll leave it there to drip dry. It's no good for me at the moment. Let's try a different brush. But yeah, these were budget, because proper fancy official Kolinsky sable brushes will cost you the earth normally. And as much as I know I'd get the use out of them and I'd really enjoy having them, I don't have that kind of money right now. Technically, I don't have any money right now. Oop. I keep punching the camera today. You can tell I'm tired because I'm being a bit clumsy with the camera. And I just got a static shock off of it. That's not good. Okay, I'm going to have to use a smaller brush because her leg is in the way. And I don't want to get paint on her leg. I realise I haven't done her face yet. I'm a little bit nervous about doing her face. But I actually want to paint her eyes in before I start painting her skin properly on her face. Okay, yeah. Smaller brush. Let's see what we've got that isn't the Psycho. Insane Detail's too small for her stockings. Look at the size 1. No. Maybe? Yeah. No, what we got here? There we go. I'm gonna go with this brush. See how this does. This should be just the right size to get in between her details on her shoes. Will the eyes be glowing, or do you just like doing the eyes first? I want to paint the whites of the eyes in so that I don't end up with white paint all over her skin. I'll probably do the pupils as well, because that way if I get all the little details on her face out of the way, I don't have to worry so much about messing the rest of her up if I try to do them later and cock them up. I could make her eyes glow though. I've got lots of lovely fluorescent paints. And she is a witch. I might actually put the blue glow on the TV screen as well.
Hello there.
Hello, Grox. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I'm almost tempted to have a go at doing some OSL on her butt cheek where the TV will be. To make it look like she's sat in a dark room playing video games. But I need to decide what I want to put on the TV screen first. Nothing too complicated, obviously, because there's not a lot of space to work with. But I was thinking about making it like an actual video game. Oh shit, it's the right version! Tetris? Yeah, could do Tetris. Lost from Beyond would be a little bit complicated to get onto the tiny screen. Okay. Oh no, we've got it on the screen. So, if anybody wants anything by the Hex Girls from Scooby-Doo, you're looking for the Moon Sisters. Apparently. On Spotify.
Hello there.
Oh, of course, yes, it's Zombie Jesus Weekend. Or Ishtar, if you prefer. I suspect our lovely lady here would be very heavily involved in Ishtar celebrations. Very good choice, by the way, Hans. I'm glad I was able to find it for you. I do like the Hex Girls. I was so happy when they got an episode in Mystery Inc. with new tracks. Oops, sorry, I hit the microphone there. I'm trying to water down the white enough that it's going to spread a bit more smoothly, but not so much that it doesn't spread properly. It's a very fine balance with brighter colours like white and yellow. I mean, the trick to a really nice yellow is to put some Pepto-Squigmol on underneath the yellow. Wait for that to dry and then paint your yellow. For any new viewers, this is Pepto-Squigmol. It's actually called Squid Pink, but it looks like Pepto-Bismol. And it was the colour I used to paint my first squig on stream. My light's getting in the way now. This is really difficult. I love her pose, but it's really hard to paint her. It probably would have been easier if I hadn't assembled her first, but if I hadn't assembled her first, I wouldn't know how everything sat, you know? And I think because of the amount of skin she's got on show, I kind of needed to assemble her first. Okay, I'm gonna have to move my light. I'm sorry if that ruins the view for you folks. Okay, so because her legs are so tight together here, I've got white paint pooling. And this is why, this right here is why I want to do her eyes before I start. Before I start painting in the details on her face, because if I get white paint on her face after I've painted all the details in, it will not be as easy to fix as it will on her leg. And that's going to be a ball ache because of where it is. It's okay. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. These things do take patience sometimes. I envy people that can speed paint. I don't think I'll ever be able to. What's up, buddy? Do you need to go out? Oh, Sweet Pea, your timing is impeccable. Wonder if Slow will let you out. Give me a second, folks. Please enjoy a booba shot whilst I just quickly call for Slow. That is your company mandated booba break over. And now back to painting her leggies. Does Chat and Tan have any objections to Death Grips learning about my Costortus X has got my blood up and I need my comfy angry song? Go for it, Cyborg. I don't know what it is, but go for it. The bit on the front of her shoe not being symmetrical really threw me for a second there. I'd buy this lady having like white war paint on while gaming. Yeah, that's fair. But it wouldn't look like war paint if I messed it up on her face.
Hello there. Hello there.
Hey there, Smarmy2. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. And thank you very much for the warm welcome. We have another lovely Clock Tower member in chat.
Hello
folks.
there.
Hello, Modhell. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well.
Hello there.
Fair play, Cyborg. Oh, for anybody that's not been here before, you can put anything you like in the jukebox, as long as it's not a shitpost song. If it's a song you actually enjoy, even if it's comedy music is fine. We love a bit of Weird Al here. You can put whatever you like in the jukebox for a single jukebox token. It's all Spotify stuff, so if Spotify fucks up your request or if the bot misunderstands your request, just let me know and I'll get it sorted for you. Okay, I'm actually just gonna go over this bit like that just to catch it all in, and then we'll deal with the trim later. Okay, you're gonna get a butt shot whilst I deal with the underside of her leg. Enjoy. Actually, you know what? Oh. Can I? Yes, I can, and now you get an even better butt shot. And everybody is happy.
You filthy animals.
Hey, Duo, welcome in. How you doing? Butts are very nice. Good sitting. Yes, I agree, Pudlord. Just because I'm not interested in that way in her assets doesn't mean that I can't appreciate that other folks will be. Which is why I am perfectly happy for you folks to look as respectfully or otherwise as you please whilst I'm painting her. I just find her very aesthetically pleasing. Like, not in a ugh kind of way, just in a she's pretty. I like her pose. I like her shoes. I find the roundness of her bottom very pleasing. Hey, Slow.
It's a hell of a time to walk in. What the? Certainly not skip squats. Go then.
Did you folks hear what he said then? In case you didn't, that was, she certainly doesn't skimp on the squats. I feel like if I paint another pin-up on stream, I'm gonna have to get some Space Dandy quotes as a sound command. Because, Space Dandy does like his bottoms. And boobs as well. He's an equal opportunities pervert.
Space!
Not wrong. No, definitely not. Bet you could balance a stack of books on her arse if you asked nicely. It's so much easier now that she's facing this way. After what I talked about in the Clock Tower Discord server, yeah. Oh, Duo. Honestly, I don't think you're ever gonna live that down. Hopefully it won't, and doesn't affect your run submissions, though. Oh, folks in chat who are appreciators of our furry humanoid friends, shall we say. One of the male pin-ups is basically like a sheep boy. And you could grate cheese on those abs, folks. Holy shit. It's a good story to tell. It is. It's a fantastic story. Please feel free to enlighten the folks in chat if you're willing and able. I don't feel it's right for me to tell the story. It's not my story. Dare I ask, Slow?
Dog just launched himself full throttle across the garden. I don't know why. Like, full.
Oh yeah,
Superman mode.
he does the super dog thing now. He really likes the new garden. Porthos has adapted very well to the move. He's a bad boy. Yes, he is. And you know what you can have for that?
Said he must want to go investigate. Also, he's left all his fucking toys in my office. Told you.
Okay.
I want to play, Dad. I want to play. I don't care that you're asleep. I want to play.
Also, Porthos and Slow are getting on a lot better since we moved house too. Okay, someone put Flight of the Conchords in. Wicked. My first owner is a wild pig. Cool. I'll let you do the honours. Well then. So, I've heard this story quite a few times on Ecdysis's stream, because it also involves him. Duo likes to joke that the reason his runs don't get accepted to GDQ is because he once sent one of the coordinators furry porn by accident. I believe what actually happened was you were sending them a Twitter DM and had not copied the link to the tweet you wanted to send them to review, and instead had one of your artist friends' tweets on your clipboard, and it was very not safe for work, I believe is how that story goes. Please do correct me if I'm wrong. Sounds about right. Like, in all honesty, there have been times when I have an alt account that I used to use for following and retweeting my not safe for work friends stuff, so that I could support them without not messing up, but really screwing over the algorithm on my main Twitter account. I don't do that anymore because I'm too tired to manage more than one Twitter account. But I lived in fear of accidentally retweeting on the wrong account when I was doing that.
Nice soft hobby account. Porn!
Thanks, Slow. Bye, Slow. Sounds better than sending a message to your boss saying "morning honey bun" and having it arrive when he's in the room. Oof. The thing is, with something like that, you can either go, "I'm really sorry, that was meant to go to someone else," or you can play into it. Depends on the kind of boss you have. Okay, that's looking better now. There's a little bit of it that's not great, but it's fine. We're going to be putting some stripes on it later anyway, so... You can tell that Slow's not been awake very long, can't you? Shouting in the background. Totally professional stream here, folks. And how lenient HR are. Yeah, that's true. Spammed the games committee person saying, like, "I'm sorry, it's the wrong link, please don't click the first link." Oh, bless you. Yeah, I'd have been mortified if it was me. Sending the link, not receiving the link. I think I'd have just found it really funny if I'd have been on the receiving end of that in that situation. That is not an endorsement for people to send me furry porn. Please don't send me furry porn. Oh yes, Japanese craft work. I think this is the most energetic I've ever seen Slow. Well, heard Slow, yeah. It happens sometimes. He's having a manic day, I guess. He actually got a bit like this when he didn't sleep for 2 weeks. OBS, why are you dumb? There we go. Slow is quantum energetic, he's only energetic when he's not observed. No. But there's a very, very fine line between tired and manically exhausted with him. And once he crosses that line, he never goes back. Oh, Mod Hale! Honestly. What am I gonna do with you?
How dude.
I don't know who put this in. But if you haven't already listened to them, you'd probably enjoy a band called Denki Groove. Any anime fans may recognize them because they did the opening theme for Devilman Crybaby, among many other things.
Whoever said Quantum State might be onto something.
Uh-huh. Bye, Slow.
Bye.
Oh my god. How am I supposed to get anything done with him around? That's my fiance duo, yeah. He doesn't want to be on the streams with me. But he's more than happy to interrupt. Sloping huffing random balloons he found in the street again. No, he got up about an hour ago. So I've done an entire day feeling like shit, and he's just waking up and, you know, starting his day and trying to ruin mine. Fiancés be like that. Yeah, they do. Oh, I'm getting white paint all over her, and not in the places where I want it. Every time I say shit like that under my breath, I think about the deliberate outtake from the more recent It movie. For anyone that doesn't know what the fuck I'm talking about, right at the beginning of It, in both versions, a little boy called Georgie is playing with a little paper sailboat that he's made in some really heavy rain. And it goes down into one of the storm gutters in the street. And the eponymous bad guy, It, aka Pennywise, the dancing clown, appears in the storm drain and says, "Hey, Georgie, do you want your boat back?" Georgie goes, "Yes, please." And in the film, Pennywise lures Georgie into the sewer with him and kills him. And that's what starts the chain of events that makes the two It movies. But in the outtake, Pennywise hands the boat back and goes, "Here you go." And Georgie goes, "Thank you," and runs away. And then it pans back to Pennywise in the gutter, and he goes, "Shit." And I love it. And if it wasn't for the fact that I know we have chlorophobes in chat, I would just have that clip. Just anytime I said shit, you could just Pennywise going, "Shit." Welcome back, Tidders. Yeah, you can have whatever you like in the
Get
jukebox
nice and
duo.
moist for me, won't you?
We have no restrictions on genre or language that the tune is performed in. Heck, it doesn't even have to have lyrics if you like a bit of instrumental. We often get Concerning Hobbits from the Lord of the Rings soundtrack put in. Loads of video game music. Oh, what hell, thank you. I will deal with that in a moment. You getting some more butt time? There we go. I just want to get this some semblance of done before I move on to the next thing and do anything else. There we go. Getting there now. It's looking a bit smoother. So we'll fix the bits of white paint that I've spilled all over her legs. And yes, it's white paint before you get any ideas, you filthy fucks. I know what you like. There we go. She can wait there for a moment and dry off whilst I stretch, have a little posture check, and hydrate. And I highly recommend, as much as it isn't mandatory for you to do it, that you all do the same. Gotta maintain those meat mechas, folks. Thanks, Hans. Oh yeah, a chunk of the charity stream got muted by Twitch. Anybody take a guess as to why they decided to mute some of my stream? Like which section it was? Anyone that's watched the VOD, don't spoil it. I want to see if people can guess what terrible thing I could have done to warrant me being muted. Tidders wins the prize. It was the Transylvania theme from DuckTales. Not the Moon theme, the most recognisable piece of music in the entire game, other than the actual DuckTales theme tune. Not the DuckTales theme tune. Just the Transylvania theme tune. And only on one run. On the other run, it was the Amazon music. The mouse always wins, indeed. I wish it was Primbles that won instead of the House of Mouse. We are going for a very specific sort of nostalgia trip tonight, aren't we? Oh yeah, tonight's prize is a copy of The Long Dark. I know long-time friend of the channel Snipe is a big fan of The Long Dark. Okay, so most of her back and her butt is going to be um hidden by the beanbag once she's actually too much sat down. And you shouldn't really put paint on things that you're going to stick to other things because it decreases the adhesion. But if I don't, then it'll look weird because you'll be able to just see a little bit of her butt that isn't painted. So I'm gonna put a little bit of a highlight on her butt cheek and bring that down. There we go. That's nice. Just a little bit of highlight there. Yeah, these new brushes aren't bad. Other than the slightly broken one, I think they're pretty good. I think I still prefer my army painter brushes, but that's a preference thing, a comfort thing more than anything. You might have noticed as well, I'm sort of putting a slightly thicker line of paint than I actually want wherever I want it, and then I'm sort of pushing it around to make it look less like just a line. This isn't the recommended way to do things, but this is the way that works for me. And I think it works fairly well. Speaking of video game music. Oh, get your knee out of there. Oh no. Excuse me a second. Pressed her into the putty a little too hard, I think. I think we're all right now. Yeah, sorted. Okay. What colour shall we paint her beanbag, chat? How are we doing light-wise? Yeah. More light. It's getting dark outside now. Right, before we start painting the details on her face, I wanted to sort her eyes out. So, for this, we need my comfort brush, wherever it's gone in all of this lot. There you are, my little friend. I'm going to use the Psycho. The smallest brush I own.
Look at that subtle halfway colour. A tasteful thickness of it.
You folks were prepped and ready to go for that one, eh? I need to put a cooldown on that. We've been waiting. So I see. Oops, sorry. This bit's fiddly. There you go. Look at those piercing eyes. Okay. What colour shall we do her eyes? I feel like because she's a witch, we can do them a crotch shot. No, not quite. That's a crotch shot. But her leg's in the way. No. It's just a leg shot. Yeah, I feel like we could do something a little bit more out there. Because she's a witch, we can explain it away with magic. She's magical eyes. I do have a lot of purples and a lot of blues. One blue, one pink. Like the trans flag. Ah, yeah. Yeah. We can do that. So we'll go... Ooh. Do we want to go Pepto-Squigmol? Or shall we go with this slightly pinkier pink horror for the pink one? Because bearing in mind she's going to have a trans pride sock as well. Pepto-Squigmol. I thought you might say that somehow. You're quite fond of this colour, Tidders. I think Void Shield blue for the blue one. Really nice bright blue. And then what we can do is we can actually... I'm thinking Squigmol. Okay. Let's give these a little shake. I'm going to turn the light down on my camera because I don't need anywhere near as much. In fact, I don't need the light on the camera at all now that the desk lamps are on. Yeah, that's sort of what I'm thinking. Actually, I was beginning to think maybe for her shoes. Oh. Just knocking my lighting. There we go. I was actually thinking of maybe going for this Screamer Pink, which is a very, very sort of cherry colour, and I think would look quite nice as a bit of an offset to everything else that's going to be going on with her. It's always terrible when a song demands headbanging whilst you're eating, because I just do it instinctively, even if I'm eating. Oh, bless you, Primrose. Do you still have the Scale 75 Metal Alchemy colours? Use the pink and blue from that range. I do still have them, yes. I could do. Because what I was thinking of doing was actually putting a small amount of my fluorescent blue and pink over the top of the paint. I think if I did that with metallics, that'd be a bit much. Also, the alchemies aren't that noticeable against a white. No, I'm with Primeby on this one, Tidders. Pasta smoothie sounds like a bad plan. Okay. This is where things start to go horribly wrong. Okay, we're getting there. Her legs are in the way. Trying to catch in a tiny little bit near the bottom that's not round. This is so difficult. No, still not got it. Oops, sorry. Hello, Rocket. You're not late. No such thing. Welcome in. Painting outside for like 2 hours. Oh, wow. I hope it was a successful painting session. Okay, so what's happening is there's like where I've been trying to paint the rest of the iris in. There's like a little lump of paint that the brush is catching on, which is going to be great for painting a pupil. But it's really hampering my ability to get the paint where I want it. I think we're good now. Yeah, we're good now. Doesn't look like much at the moment, but we've got other stuff we have to do first. Too much. It's better. We need a little bit of black. I'm not going to use a Psycho for this. I'm going to use a slightly bigger brush. Probably the, I don't know what to call it. The 3/0 that I was using earlier. I'll show you in a sec. I'm guessing it's supposed to be a 0.3. You can just sort of see There's this bit here that I didn't catch with the primer, which is part of her hair. And I think once that's caught in, we'll be able to see better whether she needs anything else on her eyes. I mean, other than pupils, obviously. Yeah, there we go, look. She looks much better now. Okay. You still work, you do. I'm going to cheat for her pupils. I'm going to try and cheat for her pupils. It's not going to work. I have to do it the old-fashioned way. Because that pen does not have enough ink left in it. It's a pity. They're really good for doing pupils when they're in good nick. Why am I doing it this way when we know this is easier? Silly me. Looks like I did actually catch her with the pen before. Oh shit. It's introduced to MDA-FMK by Megas XLR AMV. Oh, cool. Alright, Scar foot musician, almost base painted and ready for null oil. Awesome. I'm glad it was a successful painting session. Actually, you know what? Have a boob shot while I look for my actual black paint. There it is. Primer's great, but it's thinner than appreciates. I'm glad you're enjoying the view, Tids. See, this is where things get difficult. Sorry, folks. Okay. That one actually looks okay from the angle it's supposed to be viewed from. But her other one doesn't. Hmm. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, because this one has gone horribly wrong. Is I'm gonna try and paint the rest of the eye in around the pupil. What I might end up doing, in fact, what I think I'm gonna do. If anyone's got hang-ups with eyes, now is the time to look away. Yeah, I thought as much. Okay. Hey, Buff,
Hello
welcome
there.
in. Hope you're doing well. Honestly, Torpor, I have no idea how you are able to brave that, and I am in awe of your strength. Sorry, my little desk drawer decided it didn't want to shut itself then. Yeah, welcome in, Buff. I hope you're doing well today. Okay, so we need to reprime the eye. She now looks like she's being extremely judgmental. That's okay. We'll fix that. Having a little bit of white paint on the outside of the eye where it's not supposed to be is fine. I'll clean that up in a minute. My top priority right now, making sure that the eye itself is as it should be. Coming up with ideas for weapons, tools, power armor for my cyberpunk character. Trying to make the rest of cyberpunk group is helping. Oh, that's really cool. It sounds like you've got a really good group there. Like, from the things that you and Kian have told me in the past. It's a really good bunch of folks. Paprika is such a good film. Folks, if you haven't seen Paprika and you like anime, Watch Paprika. It's fucking weird, but it's really good. We lost an absolute treasure when Satoshi-kon died. It's a true artist. Such a true artist, in fact, that he has been imitated by Hollywood on the regular. And I'm sure will continue to be imitated by Hollywood on the regular. Yeah, I adore his stuff. Millennium Actress is probably my favourite, with Paprika being a very close second. There we go. Not quite. Looked great from the top, looks awful from the bottom. There we go. Beautiful. Finally! And it only took me like 3 attempts. I hate painting eyes. Have you ever wondered why I always paint suits of armor and stuff like that? It's because they don't have eyes for me to paint. Like, even at this scale, painting eyes is just super stressful. Let's tidy her face up. I hope the youngest goes to bed without any misdemeanors. Hello, Waffle. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Well, if that isn't tonal whiplash, I don't know what is. Oh yeah, song list doesn't work anymore. There's been a request put into the developer of the jukebox bot that I use to do something about that, but it's very unlikely to actually happen because Spotify API. She looks so angry right now because of what I had to do to her right eye. She's playing Hollow Knight. Yeah, she might be. You know, I could probably paint a teeny tiny Hollow Knight on the screen. That wouldn't be too difficult. Getting there. The song in the previous one is an apt descriptor of me outside versus me inside. Fair, fair. API has a specific song to pull the current queue. Yeah, to do a song list, the creator of the bot was saying what they'd have to do is write a script that not just requests the song from Spotify, but also writes the song that Spotify then puts into the queue to like a text document or something like that, a text file, and then knows to wipe that at the end of each session or something like that, or it'd have to create a specific playlist that could be pointed to and stuff like that. It doesn't look that hard, to be quite honest. Requests queue, process response to get titles of queue. Yeah. It might be because of the way that they've scripted it or because of the way the API itself behaves. I've not looked into doing it myself, so I can't really comment. Okay, I'm going to put a bit more Doomball on my palette. Really, Prime B? Okay. It may be that they don't know that then. It's just a standard JSON response. Oh, neat. Okay. No, wrong brush. Don't do that, Hobbs. You'll ruin all that hard work. Where is the psycho? There.
Look at that subtle off-white coloring. The tasteful thickness of it.
I can't remember the name off the top of my head. It's on GitHub. But you're on the Discord. It is in the streaming tips, tricks, and tools channel. I don't think that's the actual name of the channel, but you'll know which one I mean. No worries, Prime Bay. I feel like I should be thanking you, to be honest with you. Sorry you can't see any of this, folks. Fuck, I've not listened to Green Day in a long time. Okay, now her other eye looks weird, so now I've got to fix that. This is like anyone that's ever done their own eye makeup. You get one eye perfect when you're doing your eye makeup, and then the other one is just an absolute mess. So you fix that one, and then that one's way better than the first one. So then you have to do the first one again. And it's just this horrible, vicious cycle. And eventually, if the gods are on your side, and the stars align, just maybe, you'll get those perfect eyes you were aiming for. Rumours that's how corpse paint emerged. I mean, it'd make sense. But even corpse paint requires a certain level of precision and symmetry. I feel like we've started listening to the soundtrack to like this chick's gaming. Like, this is the stuff she's listening to while she's playing her video games. Fuck. Ah! She fell! Not only did she fall, but I got paint everywhere. I've ruined her eye again. She's moving too much. There we go. Feels like a soundtrack to an early 2000s rom-com. Maybe. You enjoy your time in the Lurkers Lounge, Podlord. Thank you for stopping in today. It's been lovely to have you. You folks seeing why it is that I wanted to sort her eyes out before I started painting her face now? Hi, Porthos. There we go. She's kind of looking in the wrong direction for where her games console will be, but it's fine. We can pretend that she's looking away from the game for a moment because she's exasperated. She's just died again. She's getting sick of it. We've all been there. Because she does look a bit like she's rolling her eyes at the minute. Okay, so we can put the Psycho back down. Hey, guess what, everyone? Porthos is on his bed for a change. Those that haven't been here before, this is Porthos. He is a 13-year-old Staffordshire Bull Terrier who we adopted when we moved into our last place. Hey, Halo, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. She is very fun to paint. Hard work, though. Porthos is a very good boy. He looks after me when I'm poorly, and he's generally fairly well behaved. He is a big baby. He is a massive baby. We wouldn't have him any other way, because he's lovely. He's a good boy. Just going to quickly wash the brushes I've been using before we carry on. Oh, I'm glad that I've got our eyes out of the way. That was stressful. Oh. Give this one a clean as well. Okay, so we need to do a couple of things. One, we need to put some tones into her face. So for that, I'll use the Insane Detail brush. It's not the Psycho, before anyone gets excited. It's one size up from that. We'll get some of the Doombull and some of the Dryad bark, mix them together. A little bit of water. Making sure she's actually on camera for you folks. I'm going to adjust the lighting a little bit now. Should be a bit easier to see what I'm doing. Because I don't need to have this quite so close to my face anymore. Oh. And now you've got me again. Sorry. So you can see already, just from doing one side of her face, you can't really, because lighting's fucking awful. There you go. You should be able to see. Don't know how clear it is on camera. There's already a really big difference just by adding a little bit of Doom Bull. Makes her look a lot less flat. Which, let's face it, is not something you would normally say to describe this lady. In any aspect. Not even her shoes are flat. And then we're going to get just some Doom Bull on its own. And gently brush that across the tip of her nose. A little bit above her brows as well. A little bit more on her nose. And then I'm going to water it down. A little bit more on the nose. A little bit on her cheek. Not too much. Got a bit too much Doom Bull on her cheek, so I'm going to go back in with a little bit of the Dryad bark. Gently brush that over. Better. Just want a tiny little bit of the Doom Bull on its own on her cheeks, just as a highlight, basically. There we go. I think she's looking much better now. Why is her boob wet? Your boob shouldn't be wet. Let's clean that up. Okay. So, her skin is basically done. Her sock is on its way to being done. Looks like the little tumble she took when I was painting her face has damaged her leg. We'll just catch that in. It's okay. It's an easy fix. Okay. Check we've not missed anywhere. It's got a little bit of a hand that I've missed. So we'll just catch those in. There we go. Maybe she spilled some Mountain Dew, yeah? Maybe. I think we're in a good position to be able to actually put her on her base once the base is painted now. I do want to add some more shading, especially crotch shot there. But for now, I think she's looking pretty good. And I'm going to want to finish up soon because I'm very, very tired today. Not the Mountain Dew. Hello, jumpsuit. Welcome in. How you doing? I think, you know what I'm going to do before I finish up, though? I'm going to give her a little bit of makeup. We're going to go for... Want to go all the way to red? No. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go for a nice shiny pink. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint her lips pink horror, and then I'm going to cover the pink horror with quartz magenta, which is a candy ink from Green Stuff World. It has this lovely sheen to it when it dries, and I think it'll look like a really nice sort of rich pink lip gloss when it's done. Or it won't, and I'll fuck it up. We'll see. Last game was actually Narita Boy. Oh, really? Doing some more runs. Oh, this is plugged up. I have a thing for this. I want to get some more Narita Boy runs done. I've not had the energy this week so far, but it's a bank holiday on Friday, so maybe I'll get some run practice in off stream during Friday time. See if I can improve my time on my 100% run. I'm thinking, seeing as there's no specific rules for it. Oh, wicked jumpsuit! Glad to hear it. Have you taken top spot yet? Can we say that we have been graced with the presence of another Narita Boy world record holder? Because you got to be gunning for that, I'm sure you are. Not yet. Next time, maybe. I believe in you. You'll get it. You'll smash it out of the park, I'm sure.
Goodbye.
No worries, Tidders. You take care. Thank you so much for being here and for all the modding you've done. I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening. Okay, this actually looks really nice just on its own. A tiny little bit on our top lip. If I can. Ooh. This is really difficult. She is a pin-up model from a board game called Kingdom Death Monster. So she's not from an anime, but she's been very heavily inspired by a lot of anime and video games. Kingdom Death is very heavily inspired by Dark Souls. So much so that when they released a Dark Souls board game after Kingdom Death came out, everyone complained that it was too much like Kingdom Death. Which just made me chuckle. But when they were first starting out, they made pin-up versions of their characters to try and supplement their income. And the pin-ups have always been very, very popular. So they've continued to make pin-up versions of their miniatures. And they always sell out really fast. Oh, she focused. Look at that focused expression, if you can. There we go. She really thinking about something. But yeah. So she's not from an anime or a game specifically, but she is very definitely inspired by a lot of anime and video games. she hardcore gaming she is. She's even playing on a retro console, so there we go. That's her little games console. Oh shit. See, this is why I don't wear lipstick. It always ends up where it's not supposed to be. I've also got a rogue hair, which I can rescue with my tweezers. Or not. There we go. There we go. She looks better now. No worries, Hans. You take care. Looks like an SNES. I think it is an SNES. That sort of tracks with the controller she's got, though to me her controller looks more like a Mega Drive controller. So I think they've tried to go for a generic retro console. If you know what I mean. Let's see how she looks on her base. Oh no, she's got putty stuck to her bum. She's been sat in it for too long playing her video games. Yeah, I think she looks pretty rad. Yeah, I'm happy with her. Hate when that happens, I know, right? You're just sitting there enjoying your video games and you have to get up and you're just covered in putty. It's unacceptable. Okay. So, I got what I wanted to get done. Her face is done, her body is done. So we can start on the beanbag and all the little peripherals. So for anyone that wasn't here when I started painting her on the charity stream, hello, Sinister. She's got a little TV. She's got her... probably an SNES. She's got some pizza. And like me, she hasn't eaten all of her crusts, because pizza crusts on their own suck. She's got a bowl of snacks. I have no idea what kind of snacks they're supposed to be. I might paint them as bonbons just for the fun of it. They're probably supposed to be like popcorn or something, but they're not popcorn shaped. They're too round for that. But yeah, so she's got some snacks, and she's got a little carton of drink. Cheese balls? Could be cheese balls. They went all out with the accessories. They did. She's a painter's scale miniature, so they've had to make sure that they put everything they can into her, because she's a pricey bugger. Or she was. You can't get her anymore. Not officially. You can get her on eBay and places like that. And I think you can get her in one of the Kingdom Death pin-up box sets that they did, but they're like £100 each, so no. If I had that kind of money for plastic crack, I would just line the walls with it. Oh, you bugger. So I'm actually gonna put her entire base on my painting handle now, because she's gonna be spending a lot of time here. I put that there, and then bring the camera down. There we go. There she is. I think she's looking pretty good. I'm quite happy with her so far. And I know my paint style doesn't come through particularly clearly on stream, so to you folks it probably looks like I haven't really done that much today. But I can assure you there is, like, shading and tone there. Okay. Just gonna finish cleaning my paintbrushes and putting them away. Just make sure everything's nice and tidy before we finish up. There we go. Oh, I used the insane detail as well, didn't I? Ah, you can still get her. Yes, it is her. Oh, now that I've got like a decent bot that I can do overlay stuff with, I should really get the to be continued thing to go with that. That would be cool. It's a nice day for a sweater. It's a nice day for a cardigan. It is. It's a lovely day for a cardigan. Bravo, Modtail. Oh, you bugger me like that. Yeah, I need to like go and have a bath or something. Just sit and soak. Forget about the world for a bit. Right. There is, as always, a giveaway active on the stream, so I'm just gonna pull that over before I and we've got quite a few tunes that I need to refund for folks. Apologies if you didn't get to hear your tune in the jukebox tonight, folks. You will get your bar token back, so you're not missing out on anything there.
Goodbye.
You're most welcome, Rocket. Now, I don't have access to my keyboard, but the prize for today, thank you, Halo, is a copy of The Long Dark. So if you would like to be in with the chance of winning a copy of The Long Dark, then now is your last chance. Before I close the giveaway and draw a winner.
Goodbye.
Exclamation mark ticket will get you your ticket. Oh, hey, Beepsalt. Hey, there is nothing wrong with spending the stream in the Lurkers Lounge. That's what it's there for. I hope you've had a nice time and that you've enjoyed your time in the Lurkers Lounge. I'm working all day, oh bless you. I know that feeling all too well. I keep missing everyone's streams because I've got to be at work. Thank you very much, Torpor. I'm sure I will. Cool survival game. It is, yeah. I've not played it myself, but a friend of mine is very into it. Okay, let me just see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Modhail, because you only got half of your track, I'm gonna refund yours as well. Okay. Okay. For anyone that wants to enter the giveaway still, you have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a little bit for the lag. The giveaway is closed. I'm not allowed to have tockets. No, you're not allowed to have tockets. You do already have a ticket. But you'd bought 1 ticket, so you couldn't buy 10 tickets. You could only buy 9 tickets after that. But you have got a ticket, so keep your fingers crossed. Okay. The winner of a copy of The Long Dark is Cypher! Congratulations, Cypher. I'll send you the code a little bit later. Right. Let's see who we've got that's live. send you over to. Oh, heck. A lot of people. We are gonna go and see Eternally Emily, who is playing some Resident Evil 4 Remake. You know how I feel about that game, so I'm sure you'll have a good time. I can't reach my keyboard. Hang on a sec. There we go. Just in case you don't get pulled through with the raid, as has happened quite a lot recently. There's Emily's channel. Right. It's Wednesday. I will be back on Friday. We're going to do some community night stuff. I haven't decided quite what yet, but it's either going to be crowd control or something Twitch integrated. Or we'll just play some more Resi 4 and we'll play the charity stream playthrough with the silly costumes. But I'll let you know as soon as I know. So hopefully I'll see you all for that. But as always, until I do see you next, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Wash your fucking hands! And have a wonderful rest of your week, everyone, however you're spending it. Now, go say hi to Emily for me. Bye-bye.